Yoruba Nation agitators stage protest at the UN quarters in New York. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Agitators for the realization of Yoruba Nation on Wednesday, September 21st, protested at the United Nations UN headquarters in New York, United States. The 77th United Nations General Assembly, which started on Tuesday, September 13, will come to an end on September 27th. President Muhammad Buhari had on Wednesday delivered a speech at the 77th United Nations General Assembly. Buhari's speech was directed towards issues on climate change, Russia, Ukraine war, the need for credible elections, among other issues. In a video clip found online, the protesters were seen brandishing placards and chanting protest songs. One of the protesters who went with a megaphone urged the protesters not to give up on their demand for the Yoruba Nation, adding that the death profile of the country under the Buhari-led administration is nothing to write home about. Who? The agitators who campaigned opposite the UN headquarters chanted, "We want Yoruba Nation. We are here for the thief terrorizing Nigeria. Buhari is a thief. No going back on Yoruba Nation." A female protester called the United Nations to intervene and heed the demands of the people seeking the establishment of Yoruba Nation. One of the agitators noted that the protesters are no longer interested in being part of a country governed by thieves. He never reached like, I don't even have a right to say he never reached like that, because, my dear, with everything that is going on here, he don't even pass. He don't pass like that. To be sincere with you. It is time to leave these hard to please people, some stupid Yoruba people who want to be slaves because of their political appointments, especially Mr. Tinubu and others will be disappointed soon. Okay. No region is going anywhere. We must enjoy our Buhari together until after 2023. Nobody is going anywhere. We must all stay together and enjoy our Nigeria. What Igbo saw more than 50 years ago is what you people are just seeing now. Is that not ridiculous? If it were Igbo now, see people would start calling them names. Well, let me say this. You can't get what they don't see. Do you know that if our country was okay, the people outside will not have answered? Okay. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, what this means is they're doing a protest. First of all, this is like the first time I'm hearing that Yoruba protesters, people who are protesting for the Yoruba Nation, will come out and stage a protest, not even in the country, outside the country. I must commend them and then try easy. But I want to ask this question. Hope they are coming out to do these things in the presence of the president, because I heard that, the president was in this particular country for a period of how many? All right. Now, the thing is, do you know what is the cause of all these things going on? Do you know? It is just lack of equity, fairness, and justice. Believe you me, I've said it 1,000 times, that if these people are actually, if they are fair, if they are just, and if they are kind, I tell you, we are not going to be here as a nation. In fact, there will be nothing like Yoruba Nation. There will be nothing like Biafra Nation. There will be nothing like Medium Edge Forum. All right. Okay. Very soon, Yoruba Nation will be achieved by the grace of God. Amen. All right. Okay. Okay, well, at the end of the day, the truth about it is, at the end of the day, it is this lack of equity, fairness, and justice that has been causing a whole lot of problems. Even the Southeasterners today, which is the indigenous people of Biafra, anytime they gather like that, it is also a thing to, it's also something that calls for law, for should I say loss? All right. If this protest from Igbos, automatically myopic thinking people will say it is sponsored by P2B. Who sponsored this now? Tinubu. All right. So this is why BAC wants to be our president. He wants Oduduwa Republic. Hey. Anyway. Mr. Man's troubles aim is to be president of Nigeria. I'm not talking about Yoruba nation. Let us build up and reason like an adult. Me, I'm still a baby. I'm still a baby. His rival are all sent. This indicates that the moral force of the Labour Party, his rivals are all sent. This indicates that the moral force of the Labour Party is putting the other parties to shame. Okay. No, sir. Hausas are peaceful people. They mistakenly allowed the Fulani's nutcase to take away their birthright. Fulani murderers are the problem facing Dress Nigeria. Alright. Hausas are, no, that is very rational to say. Hausas, nothing good comes from them. Look at how they destroyed Nigeria, yet their region is full of poverty and banditry, shame and Hausa community all over the world. Uncle, don't use the said so much this thing, spoil the broth. This particular region, what am I even talking about? This particular gold, Okay. Same Yoruba deceiving the North that the Igbos are the ones who wants to leave Nigeria. Yoruba. Same Yoruba deceiving the North that Igbos are the ones who wants to leave Nigeria. Okay. Who told you? You don't even know what is happening around you. You have been doing this when Kofi Annan was still the United Nations Secretary. Didn't you see rally in Yoruba states? And the Lagos own military took over Lagos states. Igbos. Your own is IPOB and carry gunmen. Okay, on those notes, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.